Hello, Taurus. Welcome to a timeless wave of love reading. The reading will carry forth whatever the reading would desire itself to bring. And bear that in mind, okay? So this could apply to however love triggers, okay? Please bear in mind a few things while I'm also getting ready for the reading, that I am 7th, aka Master 7th, that reads these energies for you, should you want to know who she is, what she's all about, and what I have to offer. Her details can be found in the description box below, all right? For a little bit of clarity, I am a master healer that provides remote wellness wherever you are, and also tarot intuitive insights, such as this. Oh, words. Okay, I'm gonna slow things down a little bit as things are speeding up. All right, wave of love, Taurus. Lots of sadness coming through. I don't know if that exhaustion is the cause of the sadness, or there's actually like situations that are just stacking over and over and over, and the cup is up to here with the amount of bullshit you just don't want to deal with any longer. So you're stretching yourself emotionally and spiritually very thin here, and you're not getting a lot of chances to kind of recuperate, detox, rejuvenate, re-energize, get a nap. Some of you blame your schedule. All right, wave of love for Taurus. This is however, whatever brings you here, whatever triggers you into hearing Taurus and being here to take it all in. Remember that this is not a one-to-one reading. You have decided to check into a collective general insight. So use your discernment to take all of that which belongs to you and leave the rest behind as you leave the reading behind. All right, femininity and masculinity are non-gender specific. However, femininity encapsulates both feminine and masculinity encapsulates both feminine and masculine. So we got lots to say, yet no one to really say it to. You have a lot to offer, but maybe someone's not really available to receive. Some of you are in a relationship are questioning the relationship. Some of you that are questioning why you're still single are questioning ether as to why you're still single. I'm getting very snooty here, so there's too much attention on a focus. And the more obsessive you are about needing that answer to be affirmed for you, or an answer of any kind being affirmed for you or not, you kind of have to back off a little bit. Okay, so Temperance, Emperor, Eight of Wands with the Five of Swords and Empress energy. Okay, so a lot of shit not in your favor, perhaps. A lot of shit not in your stratosphere to be able to control. At the same time, you're very overwhelmed at your workload. You're very underwhelmed with maybe the lack of satisfaction to the people that are playing big roles in your life, you know? Either business partners, relationships, spouse, like brother, sister, sibling, parent, cousin, uncle, aunt. A simple narrative of having a label is enough for the emotions of any kind to be like, what was that? What is the textbook definition of so-and-so? And let me see if that is who you are. Or if that fits the bill. Or if that's truly what is what. Like, okay? Like, there's a lot of, Did I hear that correctly? Did I see that person do that correctly? Did I see what I see? Did I see what I just saw? Did you see what I just see? Like, just a lot of, like, second guessing, like, huh? And like, now I got the hiccups. Like, this is too much. This is too much. Too much cheese, too much. You need to make sense of the ether of the stratosphere that you're walking in, because your ether around you is on fire while you're swimming in, like, sadness. And ether is like, what the fuck are you being entertained in water right now? I need you to address this fire. I need you to address this fire. At least give me some of your water to tame down this fire. But you are not hearing me, and we are not hearing each other. You not hearing me not hearing you. Wait, actually, I'm hearing a lot of you, but I can't keep up with all the requests. You know, there's a lot of... Oh, all right. 3 of Cups. Taurus. This is very third wheelish, all right? Not third party, third wheelish, all right? You're like the tricycle. You're the unicycle to a trifecta. You are maybe somebody who just happens to be always the third party accidentally. And not the problematic one here, not the breaking news one, but more so the third party of, like, the third wheel that comes along, like, oh, you know, like, let's ask somebody else to come, and it's you that they ask, because you're fun. You teeter to both and all. Okay, and there's something magnetizing and that draws funness and having fun with you in that. You also burn yourself out very quickly, and then you don't know who to blame. You know that the decisions up to that, you only have yourself to blame. And then when you want to, like, lash out, you may lash out to the quote-unquote wrong person. Like, that person's like, I don't know if you needed to go into that much detail with me, because do you know who you're talking to? Like, there might have some people challenge you on your ego, like, Taurus, you really coming to me with this shit? Like, you sure you don't want to go take that up with the person that's really maybe the elephant in the room that you need to address, because that's the individual person, place, or thing that maybe triggered you and should get the end of all this? So be prepared for that. Be prepared for that, Taurus, because, boy, this is humbling. And is it merciful? I don't know. Maybe. It's humbling, so yeah. Why not? Will it appease everyone? Nah, probably not. Nope. I'm hearing absolutely not. It can't. Alright. The way I'm having these positions is just so uncomfortable at this time. Alright. Like I said, your water and everything around you is like fire saying, hey, hello, we on fire. We on fire. We gonna make it. We gonna make it. Well, why am I saying that? The King of Cups, all right? You are on that island of emotions. Emotions all up in the feels, all up in the explosion of, like, whoa. But you're not telling nobody. You're not telling anybody your business. It's part preservation, part ignorance, and part stubbornness. Right? Don't have ether. Don't. Oh, someone's doing this shit. I swear to God. I swear to God. What the? Okay, wait. So the message is, for anyone out there who is legally married, legally binded, made that sacred union, and is now going to some psychic mediums and shit, checking in on their spouse, is like, bro, what are you doing? Why do you expect the invisible world to handle the bullshit that you can't handle in real time? While you're trying to figure out which is real time. Ether or this time, this dimension. Lord. Get that shit in check, y'all. Get it in check. No. Don't do it. Don't do that. Don't be that contradictory that you can be honest and private, secluded from what you decided to share that moment of your privacy, which is that spouse label. You can't be authentic to the person that's your spouse in physical flesh. That's karma, having to question anything without that flesh presence. Like, anyway, I'm moving on to that. Okay. On from that, we have 8 of Pentacles. So, generally speaking, you know, you're showing up and putting in the time and effort that just will give you enough satisfaction in return to feel adequate. Nothing wrong with feeling adequate. No, nothing wrong with feeling adequate. Yeah. Adequacy is great. It's not boring. It's not uneventful. It's not lacking opinion. It's just adequate. It's better than saying fine when you're not fine. How are you feeling? Adequate? Huh? All right, so you want the ticking of the time to be in some sort of sync with another individual who not only sees eye to eye with you, but soul to soul with you, and sees you for who you are, what you bring life onto, and what you still have to find out about yourself and others, and how you, all that jazz. Like, you want that equal. And you know it takes time for that to occur. And it's adequate. Can't be mad at this energy. Adequacy is good. It's kind of like tranquility, but anticipatory of what's next. It's like, Yep, it's easier to ignore the ways that you need to be nice to yourself when money just makes life livable. Some of y'all experience enough atrocities on the emotional part of life that it's like, yeah. I know enough about the emotional intelligence factor of life to understand I don't need to feel suppressed by all the emotions that I am sensitive to. I don't lack anything by being sensitive. It's more of an empowerment. It's a superpower. So these are all sorts of the rationalities you're slowly morphing into security for yourself to allow the fire spit form, spot fire pit, whatever is around you that is like bzz, 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 buzzing through, to find various, be like a resting place, because finally you've like relaxed and it can like land. I don't know how to explain that. All right. But it's like what I'm trying to almost like create is the imagery of the Beast in Beauty and the Beast, when he's out in the courtyard with the birds, and he's then all of a sudden in one moment to the next has all these birds around him, you know, and what that does visually, to think of him as this dangerous beast and something as fragile, of many come and are choosing what is like hard for the mind to be like, whoa, what is this doing to my mind? And yet ultimately also creating a beautiful change of perspective. And that's, I think, what the ether is trying to do with you in however you deem to have a relationship with however you label your universe. Give me 1 second. Distracted. Million fucking distractions. And peace throughout it all. And that also explains you. There's a reason for fucking everything. Everything will bounce right back to where it needs to revisit. Incredible. Alright. The Emperor and the Empress here are the reasons why you can trust whatever you capitulate as the romantic story, finished or unfinished, of that which it is you think the creation of the universe is. Because the Emperor and Empress are taking the lead to show you what healing is in your life, by reminding you all the various parts of yourself that you have ignored that have healed because of the ignorance. Because of all the decisions that you have, and the places you've been, and the people that you've met, and the conversations you have been part of and listened to, they've also helped heal a wound from long ago. So you don't need to revisit a lot of the issues of your past in order to feel the future as a welcoming, continuous pursuit. Yet it does become problematic when the mind wants to reason more definitive logic. Okay, it's going to look for who are the ones responsible for this, who are the ones in charge for the type of influence of thinking that I have, and the influence of emotions that I have, and why I listen to certain emotions more so than others, or suppress another, or am also prejudiced or judging or judgmental or critical, full of criticism, is I'm just now realizing that the radiator is loud as a motherfucker. Again, the sounds of the storm and how long it takes for everything to be made attention of. At the same time, no one may have noticed it until now of mentioning, right? So now is when the chaos is, although the chaos has been around this whole entire time. Hopefully I didn't drown out the whole entire reading, but, you know. Crazy. The itchies on my nose. The energies out there are wild. I'm saying the fire, alright? Fire. It's this energy coming forth. The Eight of Wands trying to be infectious, doing their magic. You're all types of like jitters, nervous energy when you're sitting down, the leg is twitching, you seem calm, but things are not calm, right? There are just subtle ways that the energies of what you think are going to be kept secret still need to be moved. Okay? Because you just can't. You want to, but you want to not move. You're the slowest moving sign of all the zodiacs, Taurus, and it drives people bananas. Are some of the rhythms that make you. All right, let's see what else is there. All right, Nine of Cups. Yeah, so it's about moving and moving old out of the way so that new could come in the way. It's about understanding the motives of your past so they can either help shape or recreate a future. It is a reminder of what you once wished to know what you have now and what can be gained and continuum. There's a lot of reflection that could be reflected back to you once you sit with the honesty versions of your emotions, Taurus, because there's something that you very much desire, yet it's also not out there to be picked up, which is sad, because if you want what you might claim to want, you're also not entertaining any of that so that you can receive. And that will make sense wherever it needs to make sense, yeah? But the sadness also has gotten you dazed out a lot. Like you'd like daze off or catch yourself being like staring off somewhere. And that's pure exhaustion taking over. You know? The body wants what the body wants, and it will take it. It will fucking take it. And you might think because what it's taking is negative, and this to have symptoms of like nausea, heartache, physical pain, mental pain, spiritual pain, as a reason that it's negative. It is a negative understanding, perhaps, but it's immoralist in favor of some version of positivity for the body. Because there's an end goal for your body to have that symptom. It says a lot that you carry forth so much maturity to give room to have an honest conversation, because I think that's where you're also have been and may continue to be and may have learned that not everybody needs to know your business. It needs to know the processing engine of how you emote and why you emote to the things that you do emote of, and why that affirms some of the decisions that you make, and how giving back you might be to community or for self or family. Like, you don't owe that explanation to anyone. And for those you do share that with, you build a form of workable community in that it offsets a wonderful trading service or just enjoying each other's company. Because that's a trading of currency, of paying attention to each other. And around you, it's nice to be able to do that. You create that atmosphere of likability. And people do admire you for that strength and that ability. Yeah, when it comes to still maybe at the end of the day having some questions that might require other to fulfill, we do need to build a bit more courage in order to give you the ability to feel that other can engage and give you the answers that you're looking for. Just maybe you're not seeing them right now, or maybe you're telling yourself it needs to look a certain way in order for it to grab your attention. Maybe that's part of the problem, that something needs to look a certain way, or an expectation of some kind, which creates an unfortunate distraction of only expecting that of which it is that you're expecting, giving no room to anything else because it's not in the stratosphere of possibility. So keep that in mind as you chisel the power of your, not only your spiritual immunity, but your spiritual intuition. All right, let's see what else. Once I'm hearing 2 cards from this deck, so let's see. Oof. That's 3. Okay. One more. Okay. We have fire. Like I said, the fire energy. You're the King of Cups. Fire around you. Okay? Explains and affirms a lot about the reading. And then we have the Cancer, validating that the water energy that I told you that you're in and within, and it's offering a form of protection because this is know-how. Okay? But that ether of fire is very loud around you. This affirms everything. Just take in these 2 cards here, and this totally, it says whatever it needs to say with what you're paying attention to or taking in or thinking about. All right. That is all that I have for you at this time, Taurus. I'm wishing you a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are in the ether of this time and space. And may you keep flowing, growing, and glowing. Take care.